Hi everyone, how are you? In this video, I will not show my beautiful face because I am going to show you my post-processing on Lightroom and Photoshop, work on Boudoir session, 2 godox lights, setup, red backdrop with model Zen that I shot her from last week. Boudoir shoot is always challenge, work to get sexiness image, physical and inner from the models. With different models, set up location and themes, or even the same themes, but different session is always never get the same results. Sen have very perfect body type, and with her experience was making me feel more concentrate on the light setup to perfect with camera setup to get the best shots. Remember, make the perfect setup to get a few best shots is always better than shoot 100 or 1,000 shots with rubbish result, right? Please take a look the live stream video on my YouTube channel, Boudoir on the shooting date on the link up here. Then you know how I work and setting. Now my post-processing style, I also create preset Lightroom. I will drop on my website boudoir.com on shop page. You guys can check it out. So let's open Lightroom. So I will work on one image to show you how my post-processing will be, right? I will use this. This one is original from when I download from the camera. It was should set at ISO 160. Use the lens 70 millimeter f 5.6 and shutter speed 100. So the way I work on Lightroom, so I will set up everything, and also I will create the preset also, right? So let me this is the Lightroom. So we have to set all this up to create something that we wanted to, and create something different from what we usually do or what we see from the others. So we can have something different, like more artistic or whatever you like to. So on the Lightroom, you set up color and tones, and change the background or whatever you like, but in the details, like the skin mode, and make it smooth or make everything more perfect in details, we have to work on Photoshop. And I'm going to work on Photoshop after we set up this on Lightroom. So I will start right now. I did write on my notebook. Okay, so I don't missing the same that I already create on I already create the preset this set for my website, so I want to get the same result. Okay, and if you guys friend of mine on Facebook, you will see what I post this morning, so we will get that results. And this one is original photo. Okay, temperature, so it will be 4503. Yeah, I bring down a little. So this one tint is will be the same, -14. Exposure, I think is bright enough. I don't want to make it down, and I will keep it like this. And contrast, I will bring down to 20. Highlight, will be, I will bring down to 6. And shadow, I increase to 40. We need to get more shadow sometime on her hair or the details of her black lingerie. White, I bring down to 1. And the dark, I bring down to 39. And this one will be presence. Presence, I will increase a bit of the texture. We need some texture to make it feel like sharp, right? It's more textures on our image. White bronze, I bring down to 9. And saturation, I will bring down to 6. Then we come to set up on tone and curve. So on tone and curve, I was setting up at highlight, bring up to 3, light 4, and dark -23, shadow -9. Then so I write down on my my note, because I want to get exactly the same result that I post this morning. But you guys can always play with it, whatever you like on your own image, right? So this preset and this setup will be perfect with two light and the red background, and exactly like what I was shooting on that day. Okay, now we come to the color setting. The color setting will be hue, saturation, and luminance. Okay, let's start from hues. The red -5. -8. And yellow minus, I don't want much yellow. Green -6. Aqua, bring up to 7. So aqua, if you bring up to 7, you bring a little up, is make the model's skin a little brighter. And this one, you guys can always play with it and work on your feel and imagination, and what you create your own style, you know. This is nothing wrong about create art. Saturate 9. I'm really in details in everything. Pre-session, during the session or the setup, and talking with the models, make them comfortable and make them laugh, and to get the best shot, and always check everything. And also post-processing, you can see some of you might not like play in on everything like I do, but I just want to create things that different from what I have had before, you know. So then I play with in any tool to get what I want. Almost there. After this, we're going to work on Photoshop. Okay, we still halfway. Right, so this color grading. So color grading, this one I will bring it up like 8. This one is mid-tone, and the shadow I will bring it down to 45 mid-tone. So I want a little dark on the mid-tone, 45, right? And then this is the highlight luminates. I bring up to 10. And blending will be 60. Balance -7. And this the details. So the details on Lightroom itself already did a setup something like perfect for our image. So I'm not going to touch this stuff. So we just go across this one, and also transform is just like move your image, right, in turn to something if it's not straight or something like, yeah, you can move it here. But for this image, I think I'm happy with it. I don't need to move anything, so I will skip it. Now effect also, I don't need anything about effect, so I skip to. So now calibration, yes, always something like the colors on the models and the background. And actually calibration is most the effect on herself on the models and the subject that we shot. Okay, so this will be -33, and blue, that is in calibration will be shadow, gray shadow, right, and red primary, green primary, and blue primary. So blue, and okay, this is what I said, right? This is what I said. You see how different before is more bright, and not her skin is more yellow and a little red and yellow from the camera. And this is how the Lightroom work. Okay, now let's open on Photoshop and work on details. Edit on Photoshop 2021. This kind of color I quite like. For you can see I create a preset of them about 20, 11 style on the red backdrop. So I will have the other set on the black backdrop too. But this video we work on the red backdrop first. Okay, now we open on Photoshop. Photoshop is open, right? First thing, I want to crop a little bit, so we don't feel like unbalanced. Okay, I will crop this way and zoom a little bit. Right, so okay, Command J to get the other layers to work on, right? This is my style that I never work on original layers. So the first thing I work on Photoshop after, sorry, I zoom in and out. I want to show you what I'm talking about. To adjust tone and color and everything on Lightroom to create the new style of the color and tone, then you don't need to worry about it anymore on Photoshop. And that's a great thing of Lightroom. That's why we can create the preset filter for make it easy for our work, right? You guys can try my preset. This may be easy for your photo shoot, but the setup should be the same way, right? Okay, now the first thing, when the color, everything is perfect for me, I just want to touch up the details. What is the details? It means model's skin and the light and the shadow, just like dodging and burning, right? Okay, now we open the new layer. First thing, in this image, I am not going to work on frequency separation. You guys can check in out my frequency separation on the other video. I will do it again in the nearly future, and I also leave the link from the video that I have done before up there. Okay, what I'm going to do, I just touch up something by using healing blush, spot healing blush. Just make it like easy for this image, because our model is already very perfect. I think she's one of the best here in Chiang Mai. I mean models in, and I'm glad that I'm work with her this day. We work together. Anyway, every models, they have their own style, they have their own charming, they have their own, like the woman, they have their own different style of body and beautiful. Everyone always beautiful, like. Okay, you guys can zoom in, and if you want more details about, right? So in this video, I'm going to do just like more or less to show you guys how I work. Okay, now I touch up the thing. The thing is mean some small spot on her body. Her skin is so perfect. It didn't almost have no spot to retouch, to delete it out. Okay, now you can see the light. Sometimes we work on the light shine on the backdrop or the background. It wasn't balanced, right? So create one layers, not duplicate, a new layers. Then I normally use the blush and opacity 100, floor I use only 6% to make it like more smooth. And you have to be patient with your work and don't be lazy. When you be lazy and you want something quick, it's just like you will not get a good result. Be patient, create your art, create a beautiful image, beautiful art. So I try to make the right side and the left side almost the same. It will never be the same though, but it's better than it's too different, too much different. Also in the corner that the light didn't get too much in it, so we need a background that's more smoother and the color also more balanced, a little balance from the left side and the right side, right? Yeah, in this case I use the blush. It's easy though. My computer a bit slow, that's why you can see I didn't delete some stuff on my computer. I need to save everything that I shot this day on external hard disk and delete it out from my laptop. Then will be more space and quicker. Okay, I think before and after, right? It's smoother, right? The background is more okay, a little bit more. You guys have to be patient, you know. When I do the workshop, I always very appreciate to. I will not I use the wrong word. I mean, I will be very happy if you guys not only want to shoot the models but sit and work together on post processing too, because I try to get you guys work with me on post processing and just like, yeah, I'm done. I know to shoot a model and work with me is tiring because I'm non-stoppable. But the post processing to get a good result, to make it, to get a good result, I know we have to get a good result out on the shoot right away, but the post processing also important too. You have to be good in everything. That's me. Okay, now I'm happy with that. I'm gonna merge it. I'll flat it. Save first, because sometimes my computer just get hang or shut down itself because too many stuff inside. That's why I said I'm going to delete some stuff. Oh, all right. So now we merge it to, and then create one more layer. Now I'm going to. So I use the shortcut. What shortcut is mean? Because in this video, I'm not use frequency separation to smooth her skin, right? So I'm going to use Nick collection. Not Nick collection. The, what is it? Here. All right. Portraiture. Portraiture. Shortcut. It's good though. Easy. It's quick. Okay. But every time when I use portraiture, it's a little too much, right? But this I set up on my portraiture still have some details on her skin, which is good. But in some image that I saw on social media, that the people post, when they use portraiture, they set up too much, or they set up exactly from when they bought from the company, right? So you have to set up yourself how you like it. Even though here have we can see her texture, but I still bring down a little opacity down to like 88. It's okay. And then I also going to work on, I will touch up her face a little bit, smooth her face a little bit. I mean, not smooth the skin, but smooth the way of the light. You see the light here, the shadow is, I don't like that. Well, I like it, but it's not perfect for me. So what I do is dodging and burning. Okay, go to curve, click right, blending option, this layer, yes, and place option, bring down, let's separate, and then hit OK. So you can see before and after, right? It's a little bright, but we going to blush the part that we don't need the bright stuff, just like the separate of her hair. So bring up of the fro up here a little. I still need the tone in here, and her makeup, eyes makeup should be little dark, and the line on her nose, just give your image a tone of the thing that's missing after you bring up the curve. Don't forget tone. We need tone on model's body, and she will more happy. Everybody will be happy though if you create. If we create a beautiful image of them, everyone will be happy, right? Okay, that is fine for me. So I will one more thing with the curve. Now, this time bring it down, bring the curve down. Yeah, my computer a little slow because of what I tell you. Then click right on the second curve, blending option, same things like place option if you use Mac, and bring this. If you don't place option, this small spot will never separate. So okay, now we get the dark one because we bring down. the curve. Okay, this is the one before. Okay, now we're going to work on some bright area. To make it smooth with the light. But if you shoot, this is a full body, it is okay. But if you shoot, keep a little bright on her boobs because our session is boudoir session, it's sexy, so little bright in here. What I was saying I forgot, sorry. What I was saying, I'm going to say it to you guys. Right. I love these legs with the muscle and tone. Amazing. Okay, I think I'm happy with it. I'm going to say this is like half body and models, not it's not close up, but if you shoot close up, you have to work on more details on her face. So use frequency separation is the best way to do. This is not enough. Use the protector is not enough. And check it out, my frequency separation, that's for portrait and close up. It's good though. I like my frequency separation. Okay, this is what we have got, and this is the result after post-processing of this session with Zen model in Chiang Mai. And I post 11 style of this session with 2 light setup in studio with the red backdrop, and to her, she wear the black lingerie. This is exactly this theme on my website boudoirbaya.com, so you guys check it out and support my work there. Thank you so much for tonight. Bye for now. Bye bye.